Hey there, it's Commander Davis, and welcome to Exploring 101. Before we start, a quick shout out to Commander Acid Heartburn. He was the inspiration behind this video because I had to come and rescue him when he couldn't find where he was looking for. Anyway, exploring is simple. Step 1. Arrive at system. Step 2. Be told that you've discovered new astronomical objects. Step 3, while pointing at the star, target it, and you will start scanning. Step 4, feel the palpable excitement as the scanner gets close to the end. And Step 5, rejoice as you have scanned. Okay, I'm going to pause the action here. You'll notice we've discovered the star, that's lovely, it's got a name, but there's also a space station out there. And it's quite a long way out there. I don't think that space station is actually flying around the star at that distance. There's more to be found. This is where the Discovery Scanner comes in. Your ship can locate new astronomical objects at a short distance. The Discovery Scanner greatly enhances that distance. And mine will find anything in the system. At 1.2 million a pop, they're not cheap, but I have found it to be quite useful. So now it's just a question of targeting the unexplored bodies, flying towards them and getting close enough that your scanner will register them and start scanning. It's worth noting that the speed of the scan is dependent on how far you are away from the body, and the closest that you can scan is dependent on how large the body is. So stars you can scan from a long distance, smaller moons you have to be quite close in. Of course, there is a trade-off. If you're getting very close to a body, you've got to climb out of its gravity well if you are moving on to scan something else. So I tend to sort of fly at things relatively slowly, scan them and then turn off and pick the next system. Now you'll know here I've actually changed the system I was going to scan first. I was picking the closest one, but I want to show something with that space station. So I'm going to go scan the furthest system and then work back in again. And we'll join the action when I've actually got there. Okay, so we're about 1500 light seconds away, still going full throttle, and just as we pass 1000 light seconds our scanner should kick in. There we go. Now you'll notice we're getting quite close in terms of time to get into the system, so I'm going to pull back on the throttle, generally do that about 10 seconds when exploring, 8 seconds when docking, but I don't want to get so close with exploring. And then we'll just cruise in until it's scanned. Pick the next body on the list and fly towards that. Now I'll keep doing this with all the bodies. It takes a little while to get the scanner kicking off with these because I need to get a little closer, but once I'm in with the cluster of bodies we can start targeting them one after the other and picking them off quickly. So there we are. We're now scanning one of the moons. And to speed the process up a little bit, I'm going to pick the next unexplored body. So we've explored that, I can instantly target the next one and start scanning that. I've slowed right down now, so I'm just sort of cruising towards these, but not getting too close. Okay, so we've done that system, targeted the next unexplored body on the list, and it's not the gas giant, and it's quite a long way away. So we'll head towards that and we'll pick up the action when we're there. So I've already started scanning, but one of the things to notice is that when you've scanned a body, if you can land on it, that gets shown in your system overview. And also if you scan a body that has settlements on it, they'll appear in there as well. And you can often tell from the unexplored list if a body has any settlements, although sometimes it can actually be a moon around a moon, which is quite confusing. I've yet to find a settlement on a moon around a planet. So what do we do with all this explored data once we've got it? Well, we land and we sell it. There are some caveats though. You have to be 20 light years away from where you scanned in order to actually sell the astronomical data that you've collected. I'm trying to land at the station in the system where I've been scanning, and as we'll know, we won't be able to do much. Now, I'm being a bit cautious here, because I don't know if you can see, but on the right of my landing pad is another landing pad, and there's another ship coming in to land. And you'll see that landing pad is just lit up, and it's oriented so that the ship landing there is going to have to cross my pad. And I'm not entirely sure where he is. So, keeping an eye out, and just taking things nice and slow in case I whack into him, keeping everything below 100 meters a second. As it is, he comes in high and drops straight down, so I'm okay. Better to be safe than sorry, though. Now again, predominantly for the benefit of Commander Acid Heartburn, landing's quite straightforward. You don't want to nose down, you want to fly in level towards the landing pad and use your vertical thrusters to drop down. Nosing down and messing around like you do above the pad just slows things down. Very funny to watch, though, I will admit. So we're down, starport services, and then universal cartographics. So computer says no because I'm not far enough away, but that's not a problem, we can get far enough away. So the great thing about the ASP is a 20 light year jump is a single jump away. And in fact we can do more than that. So we're going to make a single jump to Founders World. And there we should be able to sell the data that we've picked up in this system.
Delta Alpha Vector. We look forward to receiving you at the station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit. Landing permitted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 07.
So I'm back at home, it's just a question of landing and selling my data. Those of you who have watched my earlier videos where I wasn't playing with a VR headset may have noticed I've slowed my landings down quite a lot. Still coming reasonably fast. If I hit anything I'm going to get fined. But it's just a little bit harder to judge where you are with a VR headset on. I know that sounds strange, but when I'm playing on a monitor, you've got a fixed frame of reference. I know exactly where every part of the ship is. With a VR headset, your frame of reference is slightly different. So you're just not entirely sure where the ship is exactly without looking around, and you want to be just that little bit more careful. That said, it is a lot easier to fly, you just want to be a lot more careful.
Touchdown confirmed. Dispatching ground crew.
So quick refuel, off to the cartographics. And you'll see that we're far enough now that we can sell the system we just scanned. Can't sell the LHS system I've got because I'm not far enough away there, but I'll do that another time. Anyway, while we're here, we'll take a look at one other thing. I've bought some extras for my ship off the Elite Dangerous store, so if we go into livery, and you'll note that we can change our livery on our ship. This is the entire page of everything. Decals, I don't have the front decals because of the bumpers. I've got dashboard things that I don't like, so I've not bothered. And ship modification kits. So you've got different spoilers, turn your ASP into a boy racer, different wings, which on the ASP I really don't like, which is why I've got none set. They just look a bit odd. And different bumpers, which can be a little bit hard to see. So if I just flick between, you'll actually notice the slight changes to the front of the ship. The one I've got covers the front decals, so I don't bother having those on. The latest addition is the lasers. Just pop back in and go have a look at those. And you can pick the weapon's colour. Makes no difference to the weapon whatsoever, but it does make a pretty light show when you're firing them, as we can go and see. So, guns out, fire the lasers. And you can see there's a pretty purple flash of a purple laser add-on. And the cockpit flashes purple. The lasers themselves, almost bordering on white, but that doesn't bother me. I've got a black spaceship. The sort of white, purple, black makes for a good combo. And it just is a pretty light show when you're shooting other people and trying not to get shot yourself. Anyway, that's me for this episode. If you've enjoyed it, please click the subscribe button, and if you want to support me in making more of these videos, there's a little button you can click down below the video. Anything is greatly appreciated. Until next time, cheers!